to TRANSLOGIC. I'm Bradley Hasemeyer. Today we're about 10 miles outside Zurich at Rinspeed, a think tank for future mobility. We're going to go inside, we're going to take a look at some of their really innovative concepts, then we're going to meet the man behind it. So we're with Frank, the founder of Rinspeed. Frank, thanks so much for being with us. Tell me a little bit about what Rinspeed is.
Today, Rinspeed is a think tank for the automotive industry. We try to create the future of mobility. We want people to discuss, to see what's in store for us, how we move about in 10 or maybe even 20 years' time.
Obviously, these concepts aren't your run-of-the-mill transportation, and it seems like you're actually inspiring conversations about new forms of mobility. So walk me through some of the concepts that you have in this shop here. Inspired by James Bond, kind of a scuba car, right?
Well, it's not kind of a scuba car, it's the only real diving car in the world. Everybody has seen the film The Spy Who Loved Me,
yes.
The White Osprey, but everybody also knows that Roger Moore was in a fake.
Right, yes.
It didn't really work. And our goal was to make out of 7 cars, which originally were in the film, to make one and have it controllably go down. That's quite easy, but to have it controllably
come up, yeah. Any car can go underwater.
Right.
One actually, the car expands.
That's the Presto. If you're commuting, you're just way more practical to park if you have a small car.
Right.
However, on the weekend, you might want to take your mother-in-law, you might want to go shopping.
I do like my mother-in-law.
You just hit the button and within a few seconds the whole car extends by 30 inches and you have a fully sized 4-seater car.
It's brilliant.
For your mother-in-law.
For my mother-in-law, yes.
But don't forget to take her out when you're training.
Before closing it back up, right?
Absolutely.
Yes. You've got a big yellow one with a hovercraft on the back. Tell me about that. That looks crazy.
That was the X-Trem, which we built in '99. But the reason for it is not really about the hovercraft, but about pickup trucks, a lifting system to put loads on a pickup truck and unload it at the same time.
Another one has a submersible in the back.
That was the TATOOO. That car followed the X-Trem, and that shows the Exolift, as we call this lifting device, already in a serial form. We have patented it, and we are building it in the States under a license.
And that is an individual James Bond-like watercraft.
Correct.
And then you actually have one for every video game fan out there. You can literally drive it with a joystick.
Well, this is the UC, a very small city car, of course. It's also meant to be loaded in a train, by the way. When you're on a long journey, to be on the freeway, it's not really exciting. While you're on a long journey, you're in a train with your car. Once you get off, you have your own car, your own navigation system, but it drives with a joystick.
So in 2001, you started recognizing that an electric drivetrain might be something that the future would need.
Well, it just happened by coincidence. It was the same time Bugatti announced 1001 horsepower.
Yes, and it seems like, at that point, the option was to either scream louder, right, with more horsepower and that kind of thing, or to say something different.
We did not want to top the 1001 horsepower because it would be really to make the ridiculous even more ridiculous.
Right.
And we just thought laterally, and laterally at the time meant to be different, and it meant to be environment friendly. We were the first one with our R1 at the Geneva Motor Show to show a green concept car.
So it seems like these vehicles, albeit amazing and interesting, aren't necessarily mass vehicles.
Absolutely, they're not meant to be produced. Internally, they mean to evoke discussions, because I feel that only if we discuss, we'll change, we'll proceed. We overdraw the picture in some respect.
Yeah.
So people start discussing whether they like it or don't like it, with the hope that maybe something will stay in their minds.
What inspires you? How do you get to these places?
Well, inspiration may come from any place. Talking to people, traveling, looking at things, but also addressing issues, addressing problems which are pressing, which, like for the latest project we are building, the small electric city cars become more and more popular.
Right, sure.
But at the same token, people say, well, stop. Where's my space? Where's my range if I need to?
Right. Well, we love that you guys are stoking conversation of future transportation. I mean, we hope that that's what we're doing as well. So we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, that's it for our time with Rinspeed. I think what's most interesting about these guys is the fact that they're not just making computer renderings of these different vehicles. I mean, they're physically making these. It's a tangible example of what future mobility could be. And they're getting people talking, and we love that. All right, for TRANSLOGIC, I'm Bradley Hasemeyer. See you next week.